Today we'll be taking a ride from Sofia, Bulgaria to see the Belogradchik Fortress and the stunning Belogradchik Rocks. The town of Belogradchik is about 3 hours northwest of Sofia, and as you make the journey, you will see the landscape suddenly transform. Rising above the forests and villages are the towering red formations known as the Belogradchik Rocks. This site is especially interesting because in addition to being a natural wonder, there's also quite a bit of history here. As we slowly make our way up to the rocks, you can see what's called the Belogradchik Fortress, which is a medieval fortress built directly into the Belogradchik rock formations. The natural rocks were able to serve as fortress walls, meaning builders only had to construct defensive walls where gaps existed. Yay! So we made it to the Belogradchik Rocks and Fortress. This view is amazing. As you can see and hear, it was a little bit windy. So the Belogradchik Fortress was first fortified during the Roman Empire around the 1st through 3rd centuries AD. Much of the structure visible today was rebuilt and strengthened by the Ottomans in the 19th century. Interestingly, the fortress was used militarily until the Serbo-Bulgarian War in 1885, after which it lost its strategic importance. But today, it's one of Bulgaria's best preserved fortresses and offers panoramic views of the stunning surrounding rock formations. Now, let's talk about these rocks. The Belogradchik Rocks stretch across roughly 30 kilometers or about 19 miles in length and reach up to 200 meters or roughly 650 feet high in some places. The rocks formed over 200 million years ago when the region was covered by a shallow sea. Their distinctive red and orange colors come from iron oxide in the rock. Wind, rain, and temperature changes slowly eroded the rock layers over time, and this created some pretty bizarre shapes. Lots and lots of stairs. Out of the 10 weeks I spent in Bulgaria, this was very easily one of my favorite days and favorite things to see. But anyone contemplating a trip to the Belogradchik Rocks, please be forewarned, it is a pretty physically demanding adventure. I mentioned that wind, rain, and temperature changes created some pretty bizarre rock shapes. And many of the formations resemble people, animals, and mythological figures, which have helped to inspire local legends and names for the rocks. Some of the most famous formations and their nicknames include the Madonna, the Horseman, the Monks, and the Schoolgirl. The rocks are part of a protected natural landmark known as the Belogradchik Rock Natural Monument. The formations of the rocks are so visually dramatic that they have been proposed as a candidate for the new Seven Wonders of the Natural Past. Due to erosion, the shapes of the rocks are constantly changing, meaning the landscape is geologically alive and ever evolving. We touched on this briefly with the Ottoman Empire and long before them, the Roman Empire, but human settlements in the area date back thousands of years, and people have long used the rocks for shelter and defense. It's probably not a surprise that the Belogradchik Rocks are widely considered one of the most unique natural landscapes in Eastern Europe. So Vlad just keeps going and going. I made two pretty difficult jumps to get where I'm standing, and this view is absolutely fantastic. But I'm curious to know how Vlad is going to get back up here. So that will be for him to figure out, and I'm just gonna wait here and enjoy this view. Spoiler alert, I did not end up just waiting there. Well, Vlad convinced me. I hopped down and I am going to slowly make my way to where he is over there. I'm not going to say that this is not difficult, but I'm doing it. Yay! Obviously, the Belogradchik Rocks are stunning to simply look at, but while we were there, I am so glad that Vlad convinced me to take part in the fully immersive experience. I also want to note that traveling to Bulgaria in October is severely underrated. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. This is amazing. Tough climb, but doable. I mentioned earlier that many of the rock formations have nicknames like the Schoolgirl and the Madonna, but Bulgarian folklore often explains the formations as people who were turned to stone as punishment or protection. So back when Vlad and I were in Plovdiv, we learned about this tradition where people hang these red and white kind of bracelet looking things from trees, and I believe you're supposed to wear it as a bracelet, and it's something you do during a certain time of the year. I really forgot what the tour guide said, and I didn't bother to look it up, but I have been seeing these for sale all over Sofia, so I decided to buy one for me and one for Vlad, and they had different charms on them, and I can only assume that the different charms are for different things to bring you good luck. But I bought Vlad and I the little bracelets with the gold coin charm, which I can only assume means wealth and money. So by doing this, I am fully convinced that I'm gonna win the jackpot at bingo the next time I go. So here we go. Vlad and I are going to tie them to this tree, and it's awesome because other people have already done the same thing. So our good luck bracelets will be in good company. Here we go.
A little prayer.
Yeah.
for money. Wait, and make sure we'll like tie it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you want it to stay.
Yeah.
If it falls off, you don't get any money.
Oh yeah. Well, wishing myself the best of luck when it comes to gambling.
Oh my gosh, to gambling.
To gambling.
Vlad's mom, did you hear that?
Yeah, she should. Gambling.
To all the Bulgarians out there, please forgive us for somewhat butchering this tradition, but we wanted to partake to the extent we could and to the extent we knew how to. These red and white bracelets are called Martenitsa, with Martenitsi being the plural version. Not only did Vlad and I not wear ours as bracelets, but we weren't even celebrating in the correct season.
Wait, exit?
Exit to life, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Each year on March 1st, Bulgarians celebrate what's called Baba Marta Day, which is a tradition that welcomes the arrival of spring. On Baba Marta Day, people exchange Martenitsi, which are meant to bring health, luck, and prosperity for the year ahead. The bracelets are worn until the first signs of spring appear, like a stork, a swallow, or blossoming trees, and then they're tied to tree branches as a symbolic way of passing those wishes back into nature. Baba Marta Day, or March 1st of each year, is a day that centers on the folklore figure Baba Marta, or Grandma March, whose mood is said to determine the month's weather. So, did we hang our Martenitsi up during the month of March at the first sign of spring? No, but we still had a good time, and what a place to hang up our Martenitsi. Leave it to silly tourists to see a hole in the ground and throw a bunch of coins into it. The Belogradchik Rocks were easily one of the most spectacular sights that I have ever seen, and this is a day that I will forever cherish.